On September the 11th, 2001, 19 terrorists who were members of Al-Qaeda hijacked 4 California-bound commercial airplanes. In a coordinated attack that transformed the planes into weapons, the hijackers intentionally flew 2 of the planes into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center and another into the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia.
Body parts all over the place. I mean, this is just, I feel like I was in a movie.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Absolutely not. I've seen at least 10 people fall to their death and just splat like a ripe tomato. It's awful, but it's, I don't know who was at the controls or what was going on in the plane, but it was not a bomb. It was an American Airlines jet that crashed into the tower.
Right. And then we saw the people jumping. We saw what we thought was debris, and we realized it was people jumping.
The single largest loss of life resulting from a foreign attack on American soil, and also the greatest single loss of rescue personnel in American history. Approximately 2 billion people, almost 1/3 of the world's population, are estimated to have witnessed these horrific events. The Twin Towers were a visible landmark, an icon to America's standing in the world as a huge trading nation and an international finance center where many thousands of people worked and traded. Thus, the name the World Trade Center. Gordon and Lorna, Leslie and myself visited what is now named Ground Zero, the very site where the Twin Towers once stood. Where once there was devastation, now there is hope. There are several spectacular buildings and some quite unique structures which symbolically remind us of those who lost their lives. Flowers are placed in strategic places and victims' names are written in stone. May God rest their souls and remember them favorably on the day of judgment. The 2 fountains together make up the nation's largest man-made waterfalls and are at the heart of the design of the memorial, called Reflecting Absence. The 9/11 Memorial Museum opened to the public on May the 21st, 2014. The museum collection includes more than 23,000 images, 500 hours of video, and 10,000 artifacts. In Foundation Hall, you can see a wall from the foundation of one of the towers, in addition to a 36-foot tall steel column with the missing posters placed there in the days following the disaster. Ground Zero artifacts include wrecked emergency vehicles, including a fire engine deformed from intense heat. On 9/11, hijacked Flight 11 tore into the north facade of the North Tower, creating a gash from the 93rd through to the 99th floor, and tearing apart steel columns weighing many tons. The underbelly of the aircraft mangled the top of this facade segment with force sufficient to twist and shred the steel. The World Trade Center site is a significant place for those who want to pay tribute to the lives lost in the events of 9/11 and gain some perspective regarding that fateful day.